There was a lot of fighting, and it was so bad that it would be screaming, and my brother even once, just because the yelling was so terrifying to him, called the police. When my sister and I decided one morning to tackle a little project and make some cinnamon rolls together for the first time and do everything without any help from start to finish. And so we had worked for a while on these cinnamon rolls, and we're really proud of the result. When we went to eat them and present them to our family, all proud, my dad got mad about something, who knows what, and decided to take it out on our cinnamon rolls and smash them, punch them in, flatten them. So we were really distraught. We had worked really hard on them, and it was something simple, but when you're a kid and you're proud and wanted to help out, help mom and have something, help her make breakfast, it was really sad. And the first time I witnessed it, other than evidence like holes in the walls from previous fights that I hadn't experienced, was my mom and my dad were fighting, and they went into a side room, and my dad told us to stay where we were and don't come out, that they needed some time to work something out. And at first I stayed there, but eventually it just sounded so terrible, the fighting and the screaming, that I disobeyed him, and I went and peeked around the corner, and I saw him picking my mom up by the neck and throwing her across the room. I distinctly remember the day that we left because something just seemed a little bit off. I could sense there was something in the air while we were getting ready for school. And when we were going downstairs to get in the car in the garage, my mom picked up 2 baskets from the laundry room of clean folded clothing. And I stopped and I said to her, "Mom, what are you doing? Why are you putting those in the car? We don't need to take that stuff to school." And she paused for a second and stopped and looked at me and said, "Allie, we're leaving and we're not coming back." She had contacted the WC&S, the shelter, from a reference her friend at work had given her, and they helped her come up with that plan, the safety plan, in order to leave in a safe manner and to take any necessary paperwork or other things like clothing discreetly from the house. And then after we left, we came and attended some of the group sessions, and my brother and sister and I just learned different tactics on how to have healthy arguments. Not that it's unrealistic that people won't fight at all, but how to avoid violence and fighting, and how to use your words instead of your hands. I think if she didn't reach out for help and get the support from the shelter that she did, who knows, she might not be here. And that's a really scary thing to think about. So I'm really glad that she did. And I try to make a point to tell her how proud I am, because I know it was really difficult, but we often talk about how much better things are and how much more stable our life just seems to be now that we finally moved on from it. It's always in the back of your mind, They're kind of images like the ones I described. They're just short little moments in time, but it's just random things will bring them back up and bring the hurt back up. A lot of people, I think, don't realize how affected children are by the situation, and they focus on the help that the women or whomever is directly receiving the violence and helping them. But there is a lot of children are affected as well, and so it's important for them to realize that it's okay to seek help. It's okay to admit that you might need some counseling, whether it's either coping with the situation that you witnessed or building skills that you didn't learn well growing up because you saw the poor decisions that some of your elders made. Now my life is really good. Things are looking up. I like to volunteer my time a lot. I've started to be more connected with the shelter here in Pittsburgh, but when I was in college I did a lot of raising money for the shelter near our campus, and so that was also a big part of my healing, was just helping others that are going through the same thing, because I can understand what they're going through, and I think it is especially helpful to have people helping you who really do understand, and it's not just, you know, a charity thing, which is still good, but it's nice to have that deeper connection with the people who are helping you, because I had that connection when I was younger. And now I have my first real job. I graduated from Allegheny College recently, and I'm working at the University of Pittsburgh, so just getting everything in order, moving up.